Hello everyone. Today we will get to know the full and detailed autobiography of Fidel Alejandro Castro Ruz. So let's get started. Fidel Alejandro Castro Ruz was born on August 13, 1926 in Byron, Cuba. He was the son of Angel Castro y Arzuaga and Lina Ruz Gonzalez. His father was a wealthy landowner, and his mother was a homemaker. As a child, Fidel was very curious and intelligent. He was also very active and loved playing sports such as baseball and boxing. When he was 19, he moved to Havana to study law at the University of Havana. It was there that he became involved in politics and joined the Cuban Student Federation. In 1953, Castro led an attack on the Moncada barracks, which was an attempt to overthrow the government of Cuban dictator Batista. The attack was unsuccessful, and Castro was imprisoned. However, while in prison, he wrote his famous speech, "History will absolve me." After his release from prison, Castro went into exile in Mexico. There he met with other Cuban revolutionaries, who had also been exiled from Cuba. Together they planned the Cuban Revolution. On January 1, 1959, Fidel and his brother Raúl, along with Che Guevara and other revolutionaries, entered Cuba from Mexico. They fought their way across the island, gaining support from the Cuban people, until finally Batista fled the country and the revolution was successful. Fidel Castro became the Prime Minister of Cuba and ruled the country for nearly 50 years. During his time in power, he implemented many social and economic reforms, such as free healthcare and education for all Cubans. He also nationalized many industries and businesses. In later years, Castro became more of a symbol of the Cuban Revolution rather than an active politician. He still held political power, but he allowed younger leaders to take on more responsibilities. In his personal life, Fidel was married 3 times. His first wife was Mirta Martin, who was the mother of his first 2 children. However, the marriage ended in divorce. His second wife was Celia Sanchez, who was a prominent figure in the Cuban Revolution. She died in 1980, and his third wife was Dalia Soto del Valle, who was a much younger woman. Fidel had several children, including a son with Celia and 5 children with Dalia. Fidel passed away on November 25, 2016, at the age of 90. He was a controversial figure throughout his life, but there is no doubt that he was also a charismatic and passionate leader, who dedicated his life to his country and his people. So this was the autobiography of Fidel Alejandro Castro Ruz. If you like it, then please subscribe and comment below. Thank you.